Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and the story of Ella and Alec. I have the fan on, sorry for the background noise, but it's extremely warm here and the fan needs to be on not just for me, but for my dogs as well. You can probably hear them pottering about in the background. It is early hours in the morning, but we're all having a little trouble sleeping because of the heat, except for the pup. She is out cold. Anyway, back to Agatha. 1 second, I'm tumbling through bright and empty space. The next thing I know, I stand inside a temple. Blue light shines out from the golden sconces. Hieroglyphs cover the walls in odd patterns. Other ruins mark the black and white squares on the floor. Before me, there stands a woman in a blue toga. Her hair is piled atop of her head and decorated with red flowers. A golden bowl of water sits before her. Her features are so beautiful and even. She simply must be an elf. Where am I ask. This is the Temple of Ages, she replies. It's located in the land of Fairy, and I am an essential. Do you know what that is? I've heard the stories. Essentials are supposed to have created everything in Fairy. I shake my weight from foot to foot. But I didn't think essentials were real. We are more than real. We're reality itself. The lady slowly brushes her fingers across the surface of the water. It all started. Us four. The essentials of magic. I am Eone, the essential of time. Along with my sisters, we created the great Seelie and Unseelie empires. Then came the wars. Both imperial families were wiped out. Their vassal courts went astray. The temple walls seemed to press in more closely. Why are you telling me all this? You know that Jacoby is a prince of the fortitude? Sure. His kingdom wields the power of large creatures. It's also a vassal to the Unseelie Empire. Jacoby's opposite power is the minuscule, who are aligned with the Seelie. But now, both the fortitude and the minuscule are adrift. Murderous evil. We must bring back the Seelie and Unseelie, imperial familiars and true ruling empires. That way, Fairy will have structure and peace. One word of that speech pops out to me in big red letters. We? Someone clears their throat nearby. I can't find it inside me to look or care. There are all sorts of enchanted lamps and pools around here. Eone must have servants who take care of things. In other words, whatever's happening behind my back is not as important as the essentialness that's right in front of me. For her part, Eone hangs her head. Not again. Damn genies. A jolt of surprise moves through me. Inch by inch, I turn around. A woman waits behind me. From the waist up, she looks like a marshal from the Old West. What with a black duster, silver star and cowboy hat. But where legs should be, there's only a swirl of mist. She's definitely a genie. Unlike the essentials, I do know that genies are real. They are just so few of them, I never expected to actually meet one. The woman tips a hat, revealing how her blonde hair is tied back in a ponytail. Her blue eyes pin me with hidden intentions. Howdy, little miss. My name is Sky. Her mouth seems to move on its own. Okay, Sky winks. You don't know me, but I'm friends with your stepsister, Ella. So this situation was already strange. But now, Ella's genie friend is here. This revelation makes me want to return to Cinder Mercantile and check all that paperwork. I have an idea, says Eone. Why don't you go watch over Ella right now? Don't be dramatic. Sky rolls her eyes. Ella doesn't need me to watch over her 24/7. She's fine. Besides, Ella is locked up inside her own magic right now. It's all good, right? Sky looks to me. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with how Eone says the words watch over Ella. I always picture my stepsister as running around and kicking ass. But the way Eone spoke, I'm thinking Ella may be in some serious trouble. Is she okay? To answer that, I must flip upside down. Sky does so, and a misty bottom half starts to spread across the ceiling into a cloud. Ella just finished taking a magical trip down memory lane. She's got another journey coming up. Long story longer. Your stepsister must spend time in the past before I can chat up a future as a genie. Plus, she must rescue her boyfriend who's trapped inside a necklace. The end. Turns out she isn't even having a discussion with someone when they're upside down, leaking smoke and talking in riddles. Everyone knows that genies are a little odd. Looks like those tales are absolutely true. What happened to Alec? Is he safe? Let's just say you have a lot more to worry about than Ella or Alec. Sky's smoky bottom half glows with red light. You're in deep trouble, honey. Eon snaps her fingers. That's enough. Sky, stop being intimidating. If you insist. Sky flips upright and stops shining with crimson light. I'll try to explain things again. She focuses on me. You just got a whole mess of info about being an elf. Then Eone drags you here. She shoots a sideways glance at Eone, which is a total lame-ass move. Eone sets her fists on her hips. I was just explaining things to Agatha when you barged in. I'm an essential on magic. You should show me some respect. Sky makes her eyes turn into swirly pools. Whoop-de-doo. I'm a genie. I made a whole mess of sacrifices for this gig, so you know what that means. Eon sighs. Oh, you can bother me whenever you want. Precisely. Sky sticks out her tongue at Eon, especially when you're running on your mouth. With that, it's official. The mojo between these two is unbelievable. Ivy and I don't bicker that often, but when we do, it's not like this. I know from experience that chatter can go for hours unless someone steps in. Guys, I state, can you get to the bottom line here? Sky rubs her palms together. Okay, honey bunches. Here's the deal. Eone saved some of the Sealy Imperial family. Her favourites didn't die. Eon nods. True, they're all trapped inside crystals that have yet to be created. Sky cups her hand between her mouth. I rarely give Eone any props, but that is a very cool spell. Thank you, states Eone. My casting skills are indeed superb. Sky rubs her hands together so fast, red smoke twists from between her palms. I can't decide if her wacky antics are fun or annoying, although I'm leaning toward the irritating side of things. Now, declares Sky, our essential girl showed you her dish, right? Excuse me, Eon gestures across the bowl. This is the sacred vessel of ours. Right. Sky rolls her eyes. Turns out she does this a lot. So if someone special fills this dish up with water and then drops a certain rock inside it, it's called the Eye of the World. Yeah, that rock. Sky rolls her eyes in different directions at this time. The special someone puts the rock in the dish along with a little water, and voila! The silly imperial family is back. Long seconds pass as both Eon and Sky stare at me expectantly. It seems like I'm supposed to say something here, so that's what I do. I shrug. That's nice. Nice? Sky's body balloons into double the size. That's all you have to say? I hold my arms up with my palms facing forward. Don't get me wrong. I hope you guys get the Sealy Imperials back or whatever. It's just that I'm a New Yorker. So unless you plan to do something to Midtown Manhattan, I don't see how it affects me. Why, we didn't tell you, says Giant Sky. This is why you're a nuisance, says Eone. You should have let me explain. Sky shrinks back to regular size. Agatha, you are a special someone I talked about before. It's your job to bring back the Sealy Imperial family. Right now, not Adele is running around Fairy looking for that dish and rock. They called the vessel of ours and the eye of the world, says Eone. I exhale a long breath. Cool. From what you're saying, Not Adele isn't looking for me right now, which is great. I'm the last of the moonbeam court. With the vessel and the eye to distract her, Not Adele won't try to steal my power for her own. About that, Sky winces. Normally, Not Adele would only want to take your power. I tilt my head. What do you mean, normally? Congratulations. Eone opens her arms wide. You have a glowing mark on your hip. On reflex, my hand goes to the spot where my tattoo hides. It doesn't glow all the time, but it's super unusual when it does. That mark, well, means magic has chosen you, continues Eone. Simply put, you're the only one who can use the vessel of time and the eye of the world to bring back the Sealy Imperial family. In other words, said Sky, Not Adele still wants to drain your magic. Only she'll do it to become the chosen one herself and then restart the Sealy Empire. I narrow my eyes and think this through. So if I gave Not Adele my magic, then she could do this quest and bring back the Imperials on her own? Eone and Sky share a long and quiet stare. Suddenly I miss all the bickering with these two. Silence is not good. You can't be separated from your magic and live, says Sky simply. I frown. So there's no way I can hand over my magic. What a downer. Got it. And Not Adele doesn't want to bring back the Sealy Imperials, states Eone. She wants to consume their magic. The same way she plans to take in your powers. And once she does that, Not Adele will become an empress who's stronger than even me and Sky. You know the phrase, stick a fork in me, I'm done. That's how I'm feeling right now. Still, I try to rally and process what's happening. Let me get this straight, I begin. I'm not only an elf, I'm the last of the moonbeam elves. And a changeling, adds Eone, my eyes widen with shock. Oh, what? Marchesa's second baby died. You were swapped in. Keep going, hon. Oh, every time I think I'm getting my arms around the nightmare, something new comes up. Correction, I continue. I'm an elf changeling. I also have a special mark that means I'm the only one who can bring back the Sealy Imperial family. Why me, and why now? Well, the vessel of time has been around for ages, says Eone. There's always been a chosen one running around with a tattoo as well, but it's only recently that magic crystals started regrowing on the Sealy ruins, including the Eye of the World. I'm not sure why that's happening at this very moment, but there you go. And that's your quest in a nutshell, answers Sky. Just put the rock in the dish, then the Sealy Imperial family will return, and it's all good. Oh, and don't get killed by Not Adele along the way. I hug my elbows. I'll think about it. In other words, I'm not so ready for this. Look, babe, says Sky, magic picked you. Yay! You're going to finish this quest, one way or another. Now, you can get dragged along, or you can play nicely with others. What's it going to be? I decide that now is a great time to stare at the patterns on the floor. Still thinking, Yon rounds and Sky. I knew this would happen if you showed up. I had everything under control. I was going to do a big show for Agatha with a vessel and I. Now things will be even more unpleasant for her. The two start bickering again, much louder this time. All of a sudden I feel a breeze against my back. Turning around, I find Jacoby standing behind me. Good. His silhouette is also framed by an open portal that leads back to Manhattan. Even better. Ready to go? Asked Jacoby. Absolutely. Stepping through Jacoby's door, I quickly leave Sky and Eone behind. Sadly, I doubt that walking out on their quest will be easy, though. Wow. That's the next part of the story, guys. Oh, wow. Agatha is more important than we could even realise, isn't she? And she's also extremely worried about Alec and Ella, so she's not bad like we thought. So, thanks for listening to this part of the story, and many blessings.